We're going to use a half-angle formula to find the answer to sine of 105 because we don't want an estimate, we want an exact answer. Half-angle formulas and double-angle formulas, one of the purposes is so that we can find an exact answer even though, for example, here 105 is not on my unit circle. I can rewrite 105, and I'm just gonna jot down here the half-angle formula I'm about to use, but I'm gonna rewrite 105 as 210 divided by 2, and the power in doing that is 210 is on my unit circle. Okay, so now applying the formula, I have plus or minus 1 minus cosine of 210 all over 2. Ultimately, the plus or minus, it's not every single time both positive and negative. It depends on the location of the angle measure. So sometimes positive, sometimes negative. Okay, so we'll address the sign of the answer at the end, but let's go ahead and simplify this. So the cosine at 210 degrees, in other words, the x-coordinate at 210 is the square root of 3 over 2. We do have quite a bit of simplifying to accomplish here. And starting with what's underneath the square root, we have a fraction within a fraction. So our main strategy is to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the, for lack of a better word, mini denominator. And so my mini denominator here is 2. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by 2. Multiplying the top by 2, 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. And then 2 times the square root of 3 over 2, the 2's would cancel, and I get just the square root of 3. So this is 2 plus the square root of 3, and then denominator times denominator, 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, you okay there? Just distributing that through. Now, a rule that we have for square roots is the square root of a fraction is the same as the square root of the numerator over the square root of the denominator. So I have the square root of this over the square root of 4, and the square root of 4 is just 2. The last thing I need to do is decide, again, is the answer positive or negative? It's not both. Angle 105 is in quadrant 2, and if we use our all students take calculus, in quadrant 2 we're in students, and so the only trig functions that are positive in quadrant 2 are sine and its reciprocal function cosecant. So I know that the answer to this is going to be positive because we're in quadrant 2. And then I'm going to come in here then and change this to just positive. But you're going to decide on the sign of your answer at the very end based on what quadrant the angle you're finding the trig function of is located.